Autobots, roll out!
I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the DABAN Model 9907, and I love this toy. And what this is a knockoff, I guess you can call it, of a third-party figure. This was a knockoff of the Generation Toy OPTIMUS figure, so I don't know if we want to call this a KO of a KO or a fourth party, or I don't even know what dimension this kind of goes into, but it's a knockoff of a Generation Toy third party figure. So, and it is based on the IDW Optimus Prime, and this is a fantastic and absolutely beautiful figure in both modes. I got mine from AliExpress. So the original Generation Toy OPTIMUS figure originally retailed for approximately $180, and at the time of this recording is nearly impossible to find anywhere. You got to get it on secondary market, and you're going to pay way more than that. So I found this version of the figure, the DABAN 9907. I found mine on AliExpress for $45. The price was right. I ordered it, and I've absolutely loved everything about this figure. So again, as you can see here, the truck mode, this is both the truck and the vehicle mode, or the robot mode, are going to be based on the IDW Optimus Prime. So it's kind of like a modernized, stylized take on Optimus Prime. This is a masterpiece scale. So the truck mode right here is approximately 8 inches long. The top of the cab is approximately 3.5, almost 4.5 when you get to the top of the wind vane right here. And going all the way around, you can see just how absolutely stunning this truck mode is. This has a combination of both plastic and die-cast parts, so it's got a good heft to it. It rolls really nicely, and the details are just absolutely flawless. It's done in like this dark red. I almost kind of want to call it like a gunmetal red almost. It looks like a metallic. The paint is not metallic, but if I don't know if I'm explaining myself right here, it just kind of looks like a red color that you would see on a metal. It looks like a metal figure, you know. Really love that shade of red that they picked out for this. Same with the blue. It's like this really dark, almost like gunmetal blue almost, that the plastic parts and the die-cast parts really blend together very nicely. As you're looking at this figure, you can't tell that that's plastic and that's die-cast based on the color. It matches really nice. We got the nice silver hitch back here with some cold details right there. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. We got nice silver paint on the stripes right here. I love how the stripe just kind of opens up and splits into 3 and goes that way. Absolutely love that. Silver wheels, translucent clear windows. You can see the cab inside. Silver for the grill, the bumper, darker gray right there on the bottom of the bumper. You got the headlights also done in silver. Some translucent yellow stickers maybe would have been nice here. A nice touch there, but you know, that's just minimal. Mirrors are done there as well. Very nice figure. If I had any minor gripes about this, and this is a minor gripe, is this part of the figure right here, where it looks like there should be tanks. It almost like kind of looks hollow. I wish it would have molded something here to fill this in, but other than that, I mean, it really doesn't even look that bad. Let's talk about this hitch part right here. So this is a separate piece that you get with the figure, and I always do that. I just always do that. So this is a separate piece. So this is to accommodate for a hitch for the MP10 trailer. You don't have to put this on here. This is again, you take this off. When it comes time to transform this, we're going to remove this and put it off to the side. This doesn't double as a shield or a backpack or anything else for the robot mode. So once you transform this guy, you have nothing to do with this guy. Typically, I put it in MP10's trailer. I got all of the hitches for all of the MP size figures in there. So depending on which figure I'm looking at, I can just hitch the trailer to it. So that's what I do with this. It may not be the case for you. You may just want to just leave it in the box. As you can see, even without it, the figure looks just fine in truck mode. It looks perfectly fine. It doesn't have to have that piece on there. It's just a nice added little bonus. So it's got the slots right there. You got tabs there. And this whole thing is just going to tab right here to the back of the truck. Right there. And then those slots right there are going to accommodate for the MP10 trailer, which I may need to do a cut here because sometimes it's not as easy to do. I'll try to do it on camera once. I actually got it on camera once. So There you go, I'll show you what that looks like, and that is just absolutely stunning. Rolls perfectly nice, as you can see. You can hear a roller banging around in there. So it's a really nice added bonus that they added, that hitch there for the MP10 trailer. Now, as of the time of this recording, you know, there's a hole here in the middle. I don't have an MP44. I think the MP44 is like a single tab that goes into the truck. So I don't think MP44 works on this, but there's a hole there in the center. So I don't know what that would work for, unless there's some kind of an adapter for the MP44 trailer that can connect and have like a peg type of hitch under. I don't know. But there's that. Couple of quick comparisons. Here he is with Magic Square Light of Freedom, which I have not reviewed yet. This will probably be the next Prime that I review. But there you go. I'm kind of shooting both of these at the same time. So I think I'm going to put him out first. I'll put him out later, next. So there you go, where you can see what the two of them look like together. Now, speaking of Magic Square, here he is with Magic Square Light of Peace, which I have reviewed. An absolutely fantastic figure. Unpopular opinion, a lot of people don't like this figure. I like it a lot. So there you go, so you can see what the two of them look like together. And of course, because he's always here on my desk, here he is with G1 Optimus Prime, whose sticker is peeling. So you can see what the two of them look like together. To transform the DABAN model, we're going to start by removing the hitch, which I've already done. We're going to take the mirrors and we're going to flip these in. We're going to go to the back here. I absolutely love the way these transform. We're going to take the back wheels here and we're going to push all of these in like so. And we're going to start pretty much by undoing a bunch of panels before everything starts to move. So I'm going to start right up here at the top wind vane. Just grab this guy, and this is on a double hinge, so it's going to come straight up. It is tabbed in. There's a couple of tabs right here on the roof, and there's a couple of slots right there. So you see these tabs here on the wing. Those are going to go right in there. So just grab this. It's on a double hinge. Move it up and out of the way. Grab the panels here. I love the way that these move and how this ends up in front of this, which is going to end up on its back. It's nuts the way this thing transforms. So we're just going to grab panels here and start pulling these up. Just undo them, get them up and out of the way. So this should just untab and angle up slightly. Same thing with this one. We're just going to grab that one, and I think this one's going to come up all the way. We're just going to leave them undone for now. Same thing on the other side. Just untab all of these panels, get them up and out of the way. And then these panels here on the side, you notice that this panel was tabbed in here. This front of this panel, there's a little tab here in the front that's tabbed into the front. There's also a tab on the back here that's on the side of the leg. And we're just going to bring that down. Same thing on this side, bring this down. If we take these panels here and move them all the way up, this is going to allow us to take the arms and swing them out. So you want these panels all the way up. These are going to be the arms, and these are going to swing out and forward, kind of classic Optimus Prime style, but we got to get up and under these panels. And the reason we're going to do that is because when we start to split the arms here, you're going to see that the weapon is going to fall out. The weapon has a couple of tabs there and there, and those are tabbed into the inside of the arms on these slots here and here. So let's leave that there for a second. Let's take a look at the weapon. So love the way the weapon just folds up and integrates into the truck. You don't have to mount it on the back or anything like that. You guys know me. I don't like mounting weapons on vehicles. So to transform the weapon, we're going to take the barrel here. We're going to extend it all the way out. And this is going to snap into place. And then we're going to turn it 180 degrees so it's pointing up like that. Take this piece right here. Bring this back. And then right here, we're going to push back on this, which is going to reveal the handle. And that's Prime's weapon right there. Absolutely love that. And this has the MP style tabs right there, so this is going to slot right into his hand. So there you go. There is his weapon. We'll go ahead and set that off to the side, and then we can take the arms here and just kind of move them out to the side. Get these guys out of the way. And the reason it's kind of weird because we work on half of the front here just so that we can make room to work on the back half here. So the reason we did all of that is these panels here go all the way to the front here, and these are on a double hinge. So we're going to take these up and over. We're going to swing them down, and these are going to snap into place right there. And there's a little slot right there that's going to line up on that panel with that front panel there. So again, just up and over on this thing, and then this guy's going to slot in right there. This cover right here is on the double hinge. This needs to come up and over and cover that little silver panel that we had here. So that's going to go there This one's gonna again come up and over and cover that blue panel or that silver panel there and there. Tab those panels. These panels tab in, but they're not super tight, so you will move them or push them out of the way while you're moving other things. When you're done transforming him, you can just put everything back in place. It'll stay then, but while you're transforming, things are going to pop out. Let's work on the feet here. So we're going to move the foot up. See if I can get a good way to hold this up here. Move the foot forward like that, and then bring the toe out. And then on the back of the foot right here, this rear panel is on a hinge right here. So this is actually going to rotate all the way up and over. And then you're going to bring the back of the foot up. And that's going to form his foot right there. So we'll do that again over here. So we bring this part of the foot forward, bring the toe out, rotate this panel, rotate the entire heel back, and there's your foot. Finally, this was set up this way in vehicle mode. So these panels were up and this panel was down here. So we're going to take these two panels, we're going to bring these down like that, the little hip skirts there. And then this piece right here is also on a double hinge. This is going to come up and over. There's a peg there and a port right there, and that's going to snap right there. And that's it. That's the bottom of the robot, pretty much all done right there. So let's go to the front, and we need to unlock the front of the vehicle here. So we're going to take the front bumpers, which are tabbed in to this centerpiece here, and they're also tabbed in here and here. So just pull up on these, untab them from there and from there, and just kind of pull them up and out of the way. And then this is going to swing down like so. Go ahead, and these are also on a double hinge, so these are going to hinge together, and there's a tab and a slot right there. Tab those together. That's going to come down, and then that little tab is going to go right in there. And now you can rotate the waist. Pretty cool. All right, working on the front of the truck. Get the wind vane up and out of the way. We're going to take the windows or the windshields right here. We're going to open these up. Open these up and out to the side right there. Take the, what do we want to do next? Let's take the head. Let's go ahead and rotate this up. And mine gets super tight for some reason. There you go. So we're going to bring that up. Love the head sculpt on this guy. Take these panels. These are pretty much already come undone as we're moving around. There's a little tab right there that goes into that slot. That's where that was locked in place. So that just comes up, comes off on both of these sides. And then we're going to take both of these while these windows are open. These panels are going to slide out, rotate, and then move them up so that they're out of the way. And they're going to come back down kind of where they are now. We're just kind of moving them out of the way. Now, when you go back to truck mode, you'll notice that there's a little bitty slot right there that's going to go into that tab right there. So we move these up and out of the way. That tab, by the way, we're going to push that down right there. We're going to move that down. And that should allow us to bring this entire grill up and over. And this is going to be where his matrix is actually at. You could open that right there and you can see the matrix. And I believe the matrix is removable. Yes, it is. The matrix is removable. You got to get in there with a tool or something. So I'm just going to leave it there. But there's the matrix. You can remove it. He can hold it, that kind of thing. So close that up and bring this panel down just like so. Alrighty, so on this new grill that we have here, this is on a double hinge. So we're going to want to bring this up and down. Or up and out, rather, on that hinge. Move these out of the way there. So we want to move that out so that we can rotate the entire upper body down like so. Push that in. And then you got these two little gray tabs here on each one on each side. So you push that in, and that's actually going to tab that in place and hold it in. And we're kind of starting to see how Optimus is going to look here. Now, we're going to bring these back down again on that double hinge. And there is a slot, or rather a tab, and it's very difficult to see, but there's a tab right in there, right where my pinky's at, that's going to go into this slot right over here. So that's going to just swing that in place, line it up, look for that, there you go, and get that right in there. So same thing with this guy, we're going to just line it up. You got to kind of look from the side so you can see that tab. There you go, that lines up right in there. And then we're going to bring in the windows, and there's tabs here and here, and we're going to use these slots to tab the windows into place right there. There. And there's the whole front of the robot pretty much all done. So we're going to work on the back now. I'm going to move the camera up some more. This is a nice tall figure here. So take the wind vane, move it up and out of the way. I absolutely love the way this works. So let me rotate the arms so that we have more room to work here with. So the arms are on a post here. They're on a bit of a slider. So you notice that they move up and down just a little bit. So you want to take the arms and you want to move them up. And then you're going to go, I guess we can leave that out of the way for now. Here in the on the inside of the wheel well, there's this little panel right here. So this panel is going to come out. We're going to rotate this up, and we're going to take that panel, we're going to slot it right under where the arm just slid up, and that's going to help lock everything in place and hold the arm up in place. So we'll bring these up and over. And we're going to take that gray piece right there, put it right under that arm, and slot it over that post, and that should lock into place really nicely. As soon as I can see what I'm doing. It's hard to look at in the camera. There you go. I don't know if you heard it snap right there. Man, this is one of those things that's hard to look at through the camera while trying to show you guys. So there you go. Once that slots in place right there and it snaps in, take the wheel, fold it in. So we'll do that again over here. Make sure the arm's all the way up. Bring this up. We're going to bring this little panel out. Bring this up and over and just line it up under that arm post. Push that in and snap it into place. Right there, just like that. Fold that in. Put that back in place. Now we're going to bring these panels back. Remember, these were the side panels. These are going to form the back of the figure right here. So we're going to take there are panels right in here. We're going to swing these panels out. There's actually two panels. So swing this panel out, and then this little panel up here is going to swing down like that. And then that's going to fold in half. So again, we're going to bring this panel out, bring out the little red piece like that. These are going to come and join together, and they're going to hinge down, and then these side pieces are going to cover up the wheels, and all of this is going to snap in place just like that. Bring down the wind vane. We're going to split the wind vane, and then these little panels are going to fold, and then just push everything down like that. Absolutely love how those side panels came to form the back, his back like that, and just cleaned everything up. There's no real truck bits hanging out. Absolutely love that. That is just so genius. Such a good design. The only thing left here is going to be the arms. So we're going to take the arms, bring these down. We're going to extend these. So move this little panel up here out of the way. This is going to allow you to rotate the arm out. Bring that panel back, and then this panel is going to rotate up and over. And there's a little panel on the front. We're going to angle that, and we're going to slot it right in there to clean all of that up. And then straighten out the arm, bring this down. This panel here is going to flip up to cover that up, and then the shoulder pad is going to come down. Rotate the arm around. Why can't I rotate my arm? There you go. And then this panel is going to rotate. It's going to come out and angle. And then around the back here, there's a little tab right there. And this piece is going to slot in there, and it goes in at an angle, so it kind of makes that panel that sticks out a little bit, just like that. It doesn't lock into place. So as you're moving them around, you might knock that panel out. Just be aware of that. Just kind of like these panels. See how these panels kind of come off? They just kind of tie in place. These panels here. All right, so once again, we're going to come up here. We're going to take the arm or the hand, flip it out, close that up, bring this up and over, close up that forearm, bring this down all the way, rotate that panel, bring the shoulder pad down, rotate the arm around, rotate this panel around, out, angled, and snap back into place. We'll get them nice and straightened out. And here we have the DABAN Model, or IDW Optimus Prime, in his robot mode. And he looks absolutely fantastic. Standing at approximately 10 inches tall. Yeah, so he's masterpiece scale, and yeah, he looks absolutely fantastic. The only real minor gripe that I have with him, if I could change one thing, would be these panels here on the arms and the panels here on the legs. I wish they had a way to secure a little better so that they didn't just pop out while you were trying to pose them. But it's really kind of minor. They really just don't come off all that much. That's just kind of my OCD talking there. But check this guy out. This guy is absolutely gorgeous, going all the way around. Now, I didn't read the IDW comics, so I mean, I'm aware of the character and I know what he looked like, and you can see plenty of pictures of him online, but I didn't read the comics, right? So, but based on all the images that I've seen of him over the years, this is an absolute great, fantastic take on that character and on that design, and absolutely cleans up beautiful. I love the way they worked the wheels to be inside. Anytime there's an Optimus Prime that moves the wheels to the inside of the legs, that just wins me over. Absolutely love when they do designs like that. And the way that the wheels for the front of the vehicle went inside of his torso and everything is covered up with a nice, clean backpack. No real kibble hanging out, nothing like that. He looks absolutely fantastic. Articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint. You got an up and down. You got a side to side. The ears can move as well. Now, while we're at it, we'll go ahead and bring, look at the back of the head here. There is a switch, so you can flip that switch, and you have an eye light up gimmick. I don't know how well that's coming through. We'll bring that in. And we'll cover that up a bit. So you can see the eyes do light up, which is really, really nice. That switch is tiny, and it's hard to maneuver. I wish that I could, there you go. Eyes off. Eyes on. Very cool. Absolutely love that. Really, really nice touch. And that design on the head, look at that head sculpt. That is just absolutely gorgeous. So let's back it up once more and continue looking at the articulation here. So we looked at the head. Shoulders can move forward and backwards all the way around. They can go in and out. You do have to move that panel out of the way, but it does move in and out. Rotation at the bicep, double bend at the elbow. And then the wrists, you can rotate the wrists, and then the fingers are all articulated. So the thumb is on a ball joint, and then all of the fingers, the index is on a hinge at the base, and then a hinge in the middle here. And then the other three fingers are on a single hinge at the base, and those are all together. So we'll do that there. You can rotate at the waist. Legs can move forward, back, in and out, nice ratchets. Rotation at the thigh. Bends that much at the knee. And then the feet can move, or I think the feet are on a double hinge. So the feet can move forward and backwards, and they also got ankle toes. Really, really nice. So let's get him standing straight. We'll give him his weapon. So again, for his weapon, you got slots inside of the hands, and you got tabs on the weapon itself. So you can actually tab that in. Rotate that so I can see what I'm doing. So we're going to tab the weapon in here, and what I like to do is I like to bring the thumb up first and then close the fingers over that. That makes that, anytime I do it that way, it kind of makes for the trigger finger to stick out just a little bit. So I really like the way that effect looks when I do that. So we'll just do that. Give him his weapon, and now our IDW Prime, or DABAN Model 9907, or if you want to call him OPEX, whatever you want to call him, he is ready for battle with the Decepticons. Looking absolutely fantastic. I am going to turn this off before I forget and run my battery out. Just turn that off. Yep, okay. He looks just fine with the lights off anyway. So there you go. I am absolutely just in love with this figure. A couple of quick comparisons. Here he is with the Light of Peace, Magic Square's Light of Peace, so you can see what the two of them look like together. And just showing them off with a couple of other Masterpiece scale figures, so you can see he scales really, really well. And he just looks so imposing. I absolutely love the way that looks. So that's Light of Peace. Here is Light of Freedom, just because I got them all up here. And again, this guy's coming up for review soon, so hopefully I'll get to him pretty soon. You'll see him here shortly. But there you go, so you can see what the two of them look like together. And just because he's always here on my desk in case my car runs low on blinker fluid, here he is with G1 Optimus Prime, so you can see what the two of them look like together. So yeah, this is an absolute fantastic figure. I find the quality to be good on this, even though this is a knockoff of a third-party figure. You do the math and figure out what you want to call that, but the original figure was the Generation Toy Op-X. That one has become difficult to find now. That's the one that I went after originally, and I couldn't. Oh, I forgot one big step in transformation. Wow. I am not redoing this, so I'm just going to show you now. This panel here is on a double hinge. Rotate this up. Oh, I can hear the comments now when I skip this during the transformation. Everybody leaving me the comments on this. Wow. I always leave something out with these bigger complex figures. I always leave something out. So there you go. So yeah, the Generation Toy OpEx, that was the figure that I initially went looking for. He's become a little hard to find, and stores are not carrying him, so you got to get him on the secondary market. You're going to pay more for him. To find this figure, the DABAN model, which is a complete copy of that figure, I haven't had the Generation Toy version in hand, so I can't compare and say one is better than the other or they're both the same. I can't say that. What I can say is that this one, for a lower price at that, I cannot complain about the quality on this. This has been a fantastic figure, and just absolutely one of my favorites right now. This is one of my favorite primes on my shelf right now. I just cannot stop just fiddling with this guy. I got him here on my desk. He's been on my desk for a few weeks, and I can't stop looking at him. This is just absolutely, this is a breathtaking figure. Absolutely highly recommended. And I think that about does it for the DABAN Model 9907, which is a copy of the Generation Toy OpEx. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.